Hey everyone, it's Danielle here again. So I tried to shoot this video earlier. Evidently it must have been too long or something because it wouldn't upload. So, and Cadence was actually here earlier and was in the video. So she's going to be disappointed now that the video went up and she's not in it. So I have finished my niece Alexis slouchy beanie. Here it is. It's the Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn Fan Pride in orange and black. And I did run into one little place right here where the black line is missing because my yarn was broke and tied in a knot. But I just kept going with it because I figure it's going to be slouchy and you can't really tell anyways. So she has seen a picture of it and she said she really likes it. The next thing is I had showed in my last video when I got the Knit Picks stuff that I had ordered a set of circular needles to magic loop socks with. And I think that they're probably not long enough to magic loop with. I did transfer my sock onto it, but this is all the cord I have, and I'm finding that when I'm trying to pull one to knit with the other, it must be, it's the only thing I can figure anyways, that the cable's not long enough, so it's pulling the stitches. You can see right here, it looks like that the stitch has dropped, but the stitch hasn't dropped. I've counted my stitches. I still have the same number of stitches, but here is where I was on the double points and it was pulling, and then I switched to the circulars and was still pulling, and then it's not as bad up here in the stockinette part, but it is still there in between the two needles, and it's like that on both of the sides of the sock. So Erin or anybody else that knits socks, if you know why it's doing that, please let me know. I'm going to get on Knit Picks tonight and order me some longer cables. These are size 3 needles, but I knit my first sock on a size 3 on this little tiny circular. These are 3s, and I knit the entire sock on those, and I had no trouble with it pulling the stitches or anything. You can see this is the side of the sock here, and there's no pulled stitches in the stockinette or in the ribbing. So I don't know why it's doing that, other than maybe, like I said, the cable's just not long enough and it's causing the stitches to be pulled. So, and I wanted to say for the record that I got a comment on one of my videos from Barry Gibson. Hi Barry. That he had commented and said that he thought my knitted items looked very nice and that they seemed to be perfect, that nothing is ever wrong with them. And I do make mistakes, you know, case in point, which, you know, granted, that's nothing that really I've done. It's just, the only thing I can figure is it's from the needles. But I did find that I have a hole right there. Can you see the hole? Evidently, I must have done a yarn over. So I created a nice little eyelet in the ribbing on my sock, which by that point I was almost done with the ribbing. I had like 2 or 3 more rows, and then I just wanted to get to the stockinette part, so I'm not going to rip it back. I'm just going to take and sew it shut once I'm done with the sock. And you know, I'm going to order longer cables. Hopefully that will fix the problem on the sides. But I'm not going to rip that back either, because I just want to be done with this. Which you can see, after I switched it to doing magic loop, I got quite a bit done. And that was all in like one evening, because I was like down here. So that was all in one evening. And then I realized how bad it was pulling the stitches, and I haven't done anything on it since then. So I'm going to hold off on those until I get some longer cables. Because I don't have a size 3 in my interchangeable set. The smallest needle that came in that was a size 4, which to what I'm currently working on, I have mentioned before when I showed my Knit Picks yarn, and this is Knit Picks Make Believe hand painted fingering yarn. It's different colors of blue and purple and green. I had mentioned that I wanted to purchase the Hitchhiker pattern and knit that out of this yarn. Then I got a comment on that video that, by the way, you really need to check your Ravelry. So I went on there and I had a message, and when I opened my messages, I seen that I had been gifted the Hitchhiker pattern from Fall Little Star here on YouTube. That's also her name on Ravelry. Her name is Brandy. So I wanted to say thank you very much, Brandy, for gifting me that pattern. It really meant a lot to me. I was speechless when I seen that you had gifted me that, and I'm still really find it hard to find words to say how grateful I am for that. It actually brought tears to my eyes when I seen that on Ravelry that somebody had gifted me that pattern. So I have cast that on, and here is how much I have done so far. I have 11 teeth done, and there is 42 teeth altogether. So I still have a ways to go. But I'm loving it. It's very easy to knit. I love how this yarn is working up, and this yarn is very soft. It does state in the pattern that you're supposed to use, I think, size 2s or 2.5 size US needles, and the smallest needles I had was a size 4. So, but I'm knitting it on the 4s, and I think it's coming out fine. So, I mean, there it is. I'm loving how it's working up. And my mom's seen this, and she's talking about that she may have me knit her a Hitchhiker out of her Country Fair hand-painted yarn from Knit Picks that I showed the other day. So, that's all I have to show for now. Oh, no it's not. I had showed a couple weeks ago, I bought fabric for my mom to make me a craft bag. And here it is. She just sewed this for me today. And it's got skulls and daggers and hearts and daggers and roses and skulls with wings and butterflies here and there. And it's got glitter in the fabric. And it's lined with white, with black polka dots. And I actually had to change my ribbon because the ribbon that I bought was too wide. But I love it. It came out to be a pretty good size. It's quite a bit bigger than my bag I got from Aaron. But I can still carry like stuff in my purse in this, and then put bigger projects in this. Because I am going to be working on some baby blankets and stuff like that for my best friend. So, I'm going to go for now. I hope y'all are staying warm. I hope everybody is doing a lot of crafting. And I hope nobody's water is breaking, because we've had water breaks the last 2 days. I dyed my hair today, and as soon as I got the dye on, the water pressure dropped dramatically. So I had to hurry up and fill up the bathtub so that I would have water to rinse my hair with when the dye was done. So, but it's back on now. So have a good evening, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.